Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Practical Organic Living. In this episode, we're going to be harvesting a banana. And this banana variety is called a Rajapuri banana. And the reason I planted this banana here is because the banana is a dwarf banana, so it doesn't grow very tall. It grows nice and short. It's got a really nice, thick trunk, and it holds up to wind and cold pretty well. So we live in a mild climate, and bananas need a pretty warm climate to thrive. So it's really hard to plant those very tall tropical bananas. The way you know banana is ripe if it's starting to turn yellow. And that's when you actually want to cut the banana down, because what happens if you let the banana stay on the tree too long, as you'll see later, is that the banana will start to split. And you don't want that, because that means the banana is probably not going to be edible. The next thing I'm going to do is actually cut this down. And this is the fun part about harvesting banana, cutting the banana stalk down from the tree. So you have to be really careful because the banana stalk weighs a lot. Now the reason I'm not going to cut the banana trunk in half is because this particular banana is actually leaning on this other branch. So I gotta cut this off from this side. So wish me luck. Whoa, this is one heavy banana. So as you can see, the banana is starting to split down the middle of the really ripe bananas. So that's why you want to cut them down earlier so they don't split. But nonetheless, we're going to hang them up in our garage probably. And in a couple of days, we'll be back with a taste test to compare these against store-bought bananas.
Hi everyone, so today we're gonna taste test two different varieties of banana. The first one is a Rajapuri, this one, and then a Cavendish, which is store-bought. So after we harvested the bananas from the front yard, we waited a few days before it's fully ripened to taste test. So let's give it a try. So I'm actually going to first peel the banana. It's pretty easy to peel, and the skin is very, very thin. You can tell. Let's smell this for a second. It smells like a banana. So let's cut through the banana and let's look at a cross section. So this is what it looks like. You can see some seeds in the middle. Now let's peel the Cavendish. You can see this one is definitely pretty ripe. The Cavendish has a thicker skin, for sure. You can tell. I haven't had a Cavendish banana in a very long time. This one is definitely very ripe because it's almost gonna fall off if I'm not careful with it. So we can cut into a cross section and see what it looks like. So there's also some seeds in the middle, but when I cut into it, I can feel that it's not as firm as a Rajapuri. So let's give it a try. Even though Rajapuri is a dessert banana, which is supposed to be very sweet, it's not as sweet as you think it would be. It does have a very, very light cantaloupe flavor though. If you say this is a banana, but it actually doesn't have that much of a banana flavor. Because if you go out and taste some of the artificial banana desserts out there, the banana flavor is very strong. But the banana flavor in the Rajapuri is actually not very strong. It does have a fruity flavor though. Texture, the outside is very creamy. It's a fine banana, I think. Now let's taste the Cavendish, which we kind of know what to expect. Oh yeah. This has like the very typical Cavendish flavor, and because it's already pretty ripe, you taste even more of that The texture is almost to the point where it's getting mushy. You know, I don't like a mushy banana. I do prefer like a chewy banana. If you ask me which one I prefer, I would definitely prefer this one, even though it has a less banana taste to it. But because of the texture, even though it's really ripe, you can see that the skin is like black. But the banana itself is actually not mushy. It's still creamy and with the milky texture in the middle. I would definitely prefer a Rajapuri over the Cavendish because it tastes so mushy. If you compare the sweetness of a Rajapuri to a Cavendish, the Rajapuri is actually less sweet than the Cavendish, but also I think it's because the Cavendish is so ripe now, so the sugar is coming out. So that's it for this episode of Rajapuri Banana Harvest and Tasting. We hope you like this episode and we'll see you next time. Bye!